working.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here. Welcome to my review for the Mega Heat Ray Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Kong. So this is one step up from the recent Mecha Godzilla I covered. He's kind of more of a deluxe version that's a little bit taller. I will show a size comparison here in a few minutes, but it's actually not that bad, but he is a little bit taller and he includes lights and sounds. And again, this is much more of a, toy for kids type of one rather than a collector's one. But even with that, I don't think it looks too bad. Like it's a good size. I think the proportions are pretty good. For the type of plastic they're using, kind of meant to just be more basic, it actually doesn't look too bad, and it's got some nice textures. And something I really do like, although I have some mixed opinions, is you do have this clear back here because it's going to light up. But my one major nitpick with it is like right here, then you have the solid blue and you have it down on the tail. Like, did that save you some money? Like, it just bothers me because it's inconsistent. Like, I know that this is mainly for the light up. Even if these parts didn't light up, that's fine. It just bothers me to have that inconsistency because I think these look pretty good. Like, even when it's not lit, it's, it kind of looks like it's lit with this, so that bothers me. That's really one of my only main problems. And obviously, it being more toyetic, you can sort of see like the holes here and these little pieces here where like the screws go, I'm sure. And then on the front here, you can see where the screws go. On the other side, I'll show in a sec, is the button for the sounds. But again, all things considered, much like Mecha Godzilla, I thought it was going to feel and be a lot cheaper, but when I got it and it was just kind of sitting there, it actually looks pretty damn cool, and it's got a very good size to it and good proportions. So I'm pretty happy with it aesthetically, and it's got more going on than Mecha Godzilla, being that it's in a higher class. You've got some actual arm movement going on. You actually have a little bit of a ball joint, so it's not just up and down, it's in and out. And again, I know that these are toys for kids and stuff, but with Mecha Godzilla, even for a $20 one, I was expecting it to do a little something exactly for the kids, like the sounds, just like this one has, but I guess that costs you $10 more with the quality. But let me just flip him around real quick to show you. Right here is the button. It kind of looks like he got like a skin rip off and somebody sewed it back on. They do their best to hide it, and it's better than some. It's better than it having like a big button that says on and off or something, but you can kind of see that too as well. But on the other side, you don't have as many of the little sort of screw hiders and whatnot. I kind of wish that they had put this on the other side with all these little bits here that look like pimples. That way you could have one side that's almost completely clear. Something else to note is the tail also does move on a little bit of a ball joint, and it's separate when you get it. You have to attach it and whatnot. But let's go ahead and showcase some of the features real quick, and then we'll do a quick comparison to Mecha Godzilla. Before we do the sounds, I just want to point out it does come with two missiles that go right in here, just one of them at a time, but I'm just showing one of the missiles. And for whatever reason, this tiny little soldier figure, which I didn't even need even at all. So now when you press the button, it will fire, and it will do lights, and it will do sounds. It looks a little bit weird when you have that one eye sitting there like that when it lights up. So I wish it didn't have that just because it looks strange. But this honestly looks really cool, and the sounds are neat. I'm going to try to get some cutaway footage of me putting this on at night just so you can see it looks even cooler. But it's honestly pretty neat. Other than that, my only major two nitpicks about it are that, and I wish they hid this more. Three major nitpicks. That's a minor nitpick. One minor, two major. One minor is that little eye pupil right there. The other being, I just kind of wish that they hid this stuff more or put it on the same side so you don't have them on both sides. And I just wish this matched. It just bothers me. But now let's quickly do a comparison to Mecha Godzilla. So you can see them side by side right here. Obviously, this Godzilla is a little bit taller, but it's not as bad as I thought. This is a $20 class figure, which really doesn't do anything other than be Mecha Godzilla. And this is a $30 one that touts the lights and sounds. Even though I wound up liking this, again, I still wish it maybe had just sounds. I just feel like, again, even for the kids, I think that's what would make it more worth it for them. But even though he's a little bit taller, it's not as bad as I thought. Like I said, when I first got it, I thought it was going to seem a lot bigger, and it's not exactly perfect scale, but it's honestly, like I said, not bad, not that bothersome, and whatnot. So overall, I actually really dig this guy. I think if you're like a serious collector, there's probably going to be better, more detailed options. But if you want something at not that bad of a price, and the sounds are kind of cool, and the lights are kind of cool, I could recommend maybe considering it. I don't mind it that much at all. much like with Mega Godzilla, I thought it was going to be much more cheaper and like overly just toy-like, meaning like it was kind of the function of the fun over the looks of it, but it honestly is a lot cooler looking on the shelf than I thought, so I can recommend at least giving it a look if you see it or maybe see it on sale. And I think that it is a lot of fun for kids. Like, I think it's going to be a lot more fun than this one in terms of features and whatnot. So yeah, I wound up digging it more than I thought, and it's a nice addition to my collection, and I like the way these two look together, even if they're not in perfect scale. But until next time, like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell so you get notifications for my videos. Dawson Ryder, signing out.